No one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange. People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down. When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange. Alright, yeah.
People are strange from the Doors. Couple of newsworthy events in Doors history this week. They signed a 7-album contract with Elektra Records in 1966. And the Doors made their last appearance with Jim Morrison this week in 1970.
Solid gold, sock hop, classic hits. Do-do-do-wah, shooby-dooby.
How can you tell me how much you missed me? When the last time I saw you, you wouldn't even kiss me. That rich guy you've been seeing must have put you down. So welcome back, baby, to the poor side of town. To him you were nothing but a little plaything. Not much more than an overnight fling. To me you were the greatest thing this boy had ever found. And girl, it's hard to find nice things on the poor side of town. I can't blame you for trying. I'm trying to make it too. I got one little hang up, baby. I just can't make it without you. So tell me, are you gonna stay now? Will you stand by me, girl, all the way now? With you by my side, they can't keep us down. Together we can make it, baby, from the poor side of town. This world can't keep us down. Together we can make it, baby, from the post side of town. Do-do-do, why should we do it? Do-do-do, why should we do it?
Johnny Rivers reached number one for the only time in his career this week in 1966 with Poor Side of Town.
News.
Before we leave tonight, we'd like to say special thanks. We don't have much time to thank everybody, and especially to our friends in the music business and to our wonderful friends here and all of you out there for your great loyalty. This is not goodbye, it's just good night, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.
That's the voice of Alan Freed, whose career ended this week in 1959 because of the payola scandal. 1966, Roman Catholic bishops in the U.S. did away with the rule against eating meat on Fridays. 1969, Apollo 12 blasted off for the moon from Cape Kennedy. 1972, the Dow Jones Industrial Average closed above 1,000 for the first time in history. A year later, President Nixon signed the Alaska Pipeline Measure into law. And 39 years ago this week, the Edmund Fitzgerald, an ore-hauling ship and a crew of 29, vanished during a storm in Lake Superior.
The year
1975.
It's just about 10 months after the disaster, the ballad about it hit the top 40 charts. Turned out to be one of the biggest career hits for Gordon Lightfoot. Got up to number 2, 1976. Here is The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi. The lake, it is said, never gives up her dead when the skies of November turn gloomy. With a load of iron ore, 26,000 tons more than the Edmund Fitzgerald weighed empty. That good ship and true was a bone to be chewed when the gales of November came early. The ship was the pride of the American side, coming back from some mill in Wisconsin. As the big freighters go, it was bigger than most, with a crew and good captain well seasoned, concluding some terms with a couple of steel firms when they left fully loaded for Cleveland. Then later that night when the ship's bell rang, could it be the north wind they'd been feeling? The wind in the wires made a tattletale sound, and the wave broke over the railing. And every man knew, as the captain did too, 'twas the witch of November come stealing. The dawn came late and the breakfast had to wait when the gales of November came slashing. When afternoon came, it was freezing rain in the face of a hurricane west wind. When supper time came, the old cook came on deck saying, "Fellas, it's too rough to feed you." At 7 p.m. a main hatchway caved in. He said, "Fellas, it's been good to know ya." The captain wired in, he had water coming in, and the good ship and crew was in peril. And later that night, when his lights went out of sight, came the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Does anyone know where the love of God goes when the waves turn the minutes to hours. The searchers all say they'd have made Whitefish Bay if they'd put 15 more miles behind her. They might have split up or they might have capsized. They may have broke deep and took water. And all that remains is the faces and the names of the wives and the sons and the daughters. In a musty old hall in Detroit, they prayed in the Maritime Sailors' Cathedral. The church bell chimed till it rang 29 times for each man on the Edmund Fitzgerald. The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi. Superior, they said, never gives up her dead when the gales of November come early.
The wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, Gordon Lightfoot on Solid Gold Sock Hop. Thanksgiving is just around the corner. That is the holiday when families get together more so than any other time of the year. And sometimes those get-togethers mean that families have to make decisions about living arrangements for an aging parent. Unfortunately, family members don't always agree. Well, I have an idea for you. Make a call to Senior Advisor at 877-311-7024 and let them help your family just like they do for more than 200,000 families a year. Whether you need assisted living, senior daycare, retirement community, or nursing home, you may not even know exactly what you need. Senior Advisor can point you in the right direction, and they'll provide you with reviews and ratings for all types of senior living in all 50 states. Best of all, it's a free service for you and your family. So jot down the toll-free number and give them a call before Thanksgiving so you'll be ready for these decisions that have to be made. 877-311-7024. That's a number for Senior Advisor. 877-311-7024.
Today, you brushed your teeth. You skipped the floss. You combed your hair. You took the train. You did the crossword. You missed 22 across. You went to work. You had a meeting. You ate your lunch. You had another meeting. You wondered, how is anyone supposed to get any work done around here with so many meetings? You left the office. You took the train. You ate your dinner. You brushed your teeth. You did all the things that one normally does the day before a brutal EF5 tornado rips through town, leaving 30,000 people without power. You never know when the day before is the day before. Prepare for tomorrow at ready.gov/today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Take an ordinary putty knife and scrape off the old wax ring. Place the new wax ring over the flange, then line up the bolts with the bowl and gently set in place, making sure a proper seal is created with the flange and drain. Next.
Dad?
Yeah, sweetie.
Is that an old plumbing manual?
Oh, yeah, honey.
We really need to get some new books.
Right, do you want me to stop?
Nah, I kinda wanna know how it ends.
Okay. Tighten the bolts, line up the flushing valve to the opening in the top of the bowl, and secure the tank with a screwdriver and crescent wrench.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
You're listening to the Dirty South Network. Be sure to like us on Facebook
at facebook.com/the